What's up mga kuya? Welcome back to the channel. So this is the Tecno Camon 17 Pro and this is going to be my unboxing and first impressions of it. And I'm actually quite excited for this video since this is actually my first smartphone from Tecno Mobile. And I think this is their latest and greatest release, if I'm not mistaken. So I was able to buy this at the launch for 10,000 pesos here in the Philippines, and shout out to Shopee for a speedy delivery of this. So I was actually expecting this to arrive tomorrow at July 6th. Today is the 5th, so that's very nice. And the main reason why I bought this, I want to find out for myself if the Camon 17 Pro is a better value compared to my Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. I mean, for 9990 you're getting 8 gigs of memory, which is honestly for me a bit overkill for a mid-range spec smartphone. So what I have with me is the 8 gig 128 gig variant in the ice silver option, and is also available in an 8 gig 256 gig variant, which if you think it's worth it going for double the storage for 10990, then by all means go for that. So on top of the box we have the Manchester City logo, Tecno logo, and official global partner of Manchester City Football Club. And at the back of the box we have 48 megapixel ultra clear selfie camera, 64 megapixel ultra clear quad camera, pro grade video camera, which we'll see of course, almost a 7-inch 6.8-inch 90Hz Full HD display with a hole punch 48 megapixel front facing camera, 5000 mAh battery with 33 watts of fast charging, and if I'm not mistaken, this phone only supports 25 watts of fast charging, but the included charger apparently supports 33 watts of fast charging. And of course, the chipset is the MediaTek Helio G95. And let's unbox this. Okay, so there we have the phone itself. So we have the same specs that's written on the back of the box. Okay, so you have a 12 plus 1 month warranty with this, so that's very nice. And I also forgot to mention that this actually comes with a freebie of the Ace 2 SE, a Bluetooth. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be calling this true wireless earbuds, but yeah, well, technically they're wireless. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this since I don't really like these types of Bluetooth earbuds, but yeah. And you have the warranty card, soft clear TPU case, the wall charger. So that's really big boy, and it says here that it does have 33 watts of max output. Over here we have the SIM ejector tool. Okay, so we also have a pair of wired earbuds, so that's a very nice addition, nice surprise. And of course the type A to type C charging cable with orange accents inside, so very nice. And there we have the Tecno Camon 17 Pro. Really simple and elegant looking. We have the Tecno logo here along with the Camon branding. I'm not a big fan of this. And good news, the back is not a glossy finish, so it's kind of a soft touch matte finish. So big fan of that. Good job, Tecno. We have the quad camera setup here with the LED flash, and the camera bump is actually quite similar to that of the Redmi Note 10 Pro. So yeah, not really complaining about that. At the right side we have the flat power button slash fingerprint scanner, which is fairly nice and clicky. Same goes for the volume rockers on top of that. SIM card tray on the left side, and at the top we have the secondary noise cancelling microphone. At the bottom we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, nice placement, main microphone, USB Type-C charging port, and the bottom firing speaker grill. And this does have dual stereo speakers, so that's very nice. And I believe we have a pre-installed plastic screen protector, so yeah, I'm just gonna remove that. Wait, is this plastic or tempered glass? Wait, I think this is tempered glass, but it's a bit too thin actually to be tempered glass. Okay, so it is plastic. So yeah, we have the 6.8-inch display, hole punch 48 megapixel camera, and yeah, that's the Tecno Camon 17 Pro. Fairly simple and minimalistic looking except for this branding. So I'm gonna put this up real quick and use it, set it up, and come back to you guys with my first impressions. A few moments later, and we're back mga kuya. So I've set up the Tecno Camon 17 Pro, and as you can see, I'm running Genshin Impact at high settings at 60 FPS, and it's actually handling it quite well. There are some occasional stutters since, well, considering this is a mid-range chipset, but yeah, quite smooth for the most part, which is really impressive. Again, Genshin Impact at high settings at 60 FPS, and the one thing that actually surprised me is the speakers. Wait, kang ipal. So just to let you guys hear how the speakers sound real quick. So it uses the top speaker grill as the left speaker, just like with the Redmi Note 10 Pro, but surprisingly, the speakers on the Camon 17 Pro sound way better compared to the Redmi Note 10 Pro. And right now, the Camon 17 Pro is making a case of being a better value smartphone compared to the Redmi Note 10 Pro. And I guess I can say, even with the few sample test shots that I took with the Camon 17 Pro, in terms of display and camera quality, the Redmi Note 10 Pro is still better, and the display on the 17 Pro is actually quite nice. So again, we have a 6.8-inch 1080p IPS LCD display, and colors are not as neutral as I thought it would be, or it might be with the current wallpaper that led me to think that this might be an AMOLED display. But yeah, this is still an IPS LCD, and we actually do have a thick outer ring on the hole punch for the front-facing camera, which I can't really complain for the price. So because of the chipset and the 8 gigs of memory, this is a significantly better performer compared to the Redmi Note 10 Pro. And yeah, I still think 8 gigs of memory on a mid-range smartphone is kinda overkill. But considering you're just getting this for just $200 or 10,000 Philippine pesos, then as of now, even though I haven't made my full review on this, this is a steal. So yeah. And of course, as you would expect from a smartphone that I just unboxed, opening, closing apps, and browsing through the UI is quite snappy for the most part. And Tecno Mobile didn't actually indicate it, so I'm not sure if this has UFS 2.2, 2.1, or even 3.0 storage, or if they're using Corning Gorilla Glass on the display here. And yeah, so far that was my unboxing and first impressions on the Tecno Camon 17 Pro, and I'll be making my full review of this after a week from now. And yeah, most likely I'll be making a comparison video of the Tecno Camon 17 Pro to my Redmi Note 10 Pro and the Poco X3 Pro. So of course, stay tuned for those, and if you aren't yet subscribed to the channel, then consider subscribing and turn on notifications for all, so you'll be updated on my latest videos. But as of now, this is a really great smartphone, really great value from Tecno Mobile. So I already knew that the specs of this phone was quite impressive, but I didn't expect it to be this good. Again, just $99.90 or around $200 US, so that's really impressive. And of course, the easiest way to support the channel is by leaving a like, and also use my affiliate links in the description of this video if you want to help me continue what I do here on the channel. As always, stay safe mga kuya. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
In the stool, got a cheddar fan. Yeah, I'm watching out for ops, yeah, they not my friends.